Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live for the final evening from Pikachu, Arizona, just north of Tampa. Not Jeepers, what state am I in? Sorry, just north of Tucson, Arizona. So tomorrow we head off to Tucson, and the drive is like the shortest one I am going to have this entire trip. It's only about an hour away, so just over an hour, like an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. So, yeah, but first, as you can see from the description for today, it has been a busy day. I was sitting here dissecting some novels and things, and I find it interesting when I go in and dissect novels because people go, well, how do you do that? And I just set up a spreadsheet. I put the characters' names here. I put anything about the character, their physical descriptions that they have in there, bits about their personalities, things that they like, don't like, all of that, and I put it onto a spreadsheet. And then I also have like a chapter summary as well. When I read a chapter, which characters were involved in that chapter, and what was that chapter about. It kind of gives me a way to analyze how people, how different writers put novels together and things like that and keep the storyline flowing. So worked on that, and I'm busy working on that, and I'm typing away there, and the air conditioning unit's going, and all of a sudden the air conditioning unit goes quiet. And I just sort of look up and I think, oh, it's at temperature, so I don't need to worry about it because it's meant to switch off when it gets to the temperature. And so I didn't think much about it and carried on working. And of course the computer's still going. I've got the fan above the stove. No, actually that fan wasn't going. There was something else that was going. Oh, there was a light on. That's right. The light was still going. Was still on. I didn't think much about it. And I'm sitting there and I'm typing away. Oh, the music was also playing as well. And I'm sitting there typing away, not thinking. And then all of a sudden I think, it's getting rather warm in here. Why has the AC not clicked back on? And thought, that's really weird. Thought, oh, maybe it's blown a circuit. So I go in, I check all the circuit breakers, I reset them all, they're all okay, and nothing's happening, it's not coming back on. And then I happen to glance at the wall, and you've got the thermostat here, and then below it you've got the amperage thing that shows you which ones are currently connected and all of that, which appliances are connected. And if you're on 30 amps, it shows you how many amps you use. 30 amps of power, it shows you how many amps you're using, so you don't blow the circuit. And I'm on 50 amps, so I don't blow circuits. And I look at it, and that panel's black. It's like no lights, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've blown it at the box. So I go out, throw some shoes on, go outside to the box, have a look, and it's got like it's got an electrical meter at top, and it's not moving. And I'm thinking, great, I've blown the circuit. So I lift it back up, and it's on. So I flip the circuit. Nothing. I'm like, really? And then I kind of like look around, and people are out there at their boxes flipping switches, and I thought, huh. So I come back in, call up the office there, and go, is there a power outage at the camp? And they go, yes, there is. They said, it's not just us, it's the whole area is out. We're trying to get it switched back on. I said, okay, not a problem. That's fine. And I knew that my refrigerator and freezer would be fine because we have battery backup for that, and it runs on the batteries when I'm driving. So I knew that that was going to be okay. So I opened up all the windows and everything else because it was starting to get really warm in here. It was like 88 degrees or 89 degrees outside. And then all of a sudden the power came back on. And so it was like, yes, because I could hear the clicking going on in the bedroom. So what happens is that when the little amperage thing, it's got these lights that tell you what's powered up, that makes this clicking noise as it comes back up, and it comes up in a certain sequence. And so I heard the clicking going, and after I heard the final click, I looked over, and my refrigerator had switched from gas back to power. When it's on battery, it switches to gas. It shows you the power or gas, and it could either be cooled by gas or it can be cooled by battery, but it goes power, battery, gas, and it looks to see which is the best source to go from. So we got that on the power, but also kind of interesting. I'm sitting here for like 15-20 minutes working, then noticing it's getting really warm, and suddenly realized that maybe the AC didn't switch off voluntarily. And then of course, being the day before travel is usually pre-trip prep time, and I thought about it, and I was sort of like, yeah, I will do some of it tonight. I didn't do any of it today because I just got so tied up in what I was doing and everything else and having fun. And then I remembered I had a package coming today, and it's the first time I've had Amazon deliver a package to me at a campsite, so I thought this would be fun. So I went and picked that up, had a little bit of walk outside, took this really cool picture, and I realized I haven't posted it yet. We're going to have to post you a picture of the campground's Wi-Fi hotspot, When I saw it, I just cracked up laughing. I thought, I got to take a picture of this. It is the funniest thing I have ever seen. It's got Wi-Fi hotspot's got a sign on it. So I will post that after this. And so we had the power outage. I'm dissecting novels. I'm doing a little bit of travel prep work for tomorrow, but I'm kind of like thinking, okay, I can't check in the other one till 1 o'clock. Checkout time here is 12. So if I leave like around 11:30, I can just mosey on down there and it'll be good. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So I've got a little bit of time in the morning to put away the last little bits of things and that sort of stuff too. So I'm going to do, most of it will get done tonight and then the final bits will get done tomorrow. But I'm not going to have it as prepped as I normally do before a big trip. Where everything's done, so all I've got to do is unhook. Let's get up, have a shower, get dressed, have breakfast and unhook. No, it's going to be a little more involved tomorrow morning, I think. I don't know. It depends on what I actually do later on. And then, so my package that I got, now I've taken it out of the Amazon box and I undid the plastic wrap, but I want to show, I'm going to learn something new. I always like music and that sort of stuff. I don't have my electronic keyboard with me, which I am still bumming around with, trying to figure out how to play. I'm very good with the right hand, but the left hand, yeah, not so much. And I'm one of those people that go, so pick a couple of notes, play them. Yep, get those ones done, pick the next, play them. So this is a very small instrument that I'm actually going to learn. I haven't taken it out of the box yet, so I'm kind of excited. So you guys get to see me take it out of the box. So this is, it's called a Kalimba, and these little metal prongs here make music, supposedly. So let's open the box. Okay, so we've got this little pouch here. This little pouch, and in here we have, I want to cut the big one first, but oops, ripped the plastic already. Okay, so in here we have, oops, the little instruction book. So that shows me how to tune it. Apparently there's some app. There's a tuning software. Oh, I'll have to get that then. I know it's 17 keys. How to play, hold the kalimba by hand, use the keys, and then turn the keys back and forth with the thumbs. Okay, so because I have to play it with the thumbs. So that's that little instruction manual. Then I got stickers to put on to my notes, which is good, because I like to cheat when I learn. I'm not sure why, but I got red and green stickers here. And then this is the fundamentals by somebody called April Young for beginners. Oh, good. We're going to need this. So this has getting to know. So there's a 17 key one, which is my one that I have, the 17 keys. And talks about fixing a buzz. I've got no idea what that is, but we'll figure it out. Tuning it, how to tune it, the scales. So I know middle C's in the middle. I've been reading up about these things, but I've been waiting for it to come, which is good because interesting to see how it will convert with some of the no, those are none of my ones. And here's some of the different types of ones that you can get. And then you can get acoustic ones. Let's see. I have a mahogany one. I think that's my one there. I think that's my one. But I know it's not the electrical one. I know that. And oh, this is going to be fun reading the music on this. Oops, hang on. There you go. That's going to be fun trying to figure that out. It doesn't look like a normal music score thingamabob. Oh, this is definitely going to be fun. But it's got in here, let's see, for 17 and 15 keys. So I guess I got to do, oh, there's a song there. This is for 17 keys, this is for 15 keys, and then 17 keys and 15 keys. So this is going to be fun. So it looks like there's some songs in here. So that's going to be fun. And then let's see. Oh, cleaning cloth. Storage bag, I guess for all that stuff into that plastic bag. Get to the fun thing. That over there. So it comes in like good hard case. It's meant to be a tuning fork, I thought, with it. Ooh. So there it is. So let's take this out of here. Oh, there it is. This is the tuning fork. And apparently you tap to tune. I don't fully know. I've been watching some videos. So I'll have to learn how to do that. But it's supposed to come tuned. So that's a nice hard case for it. So this is it here. And from the videos, you've got holes on the back that you can put your fingers over to help with the sound. But this is, ooh, did you hear that? Ooh. Ooh. Wonder how this will go. Let's see if I can remember how this. Oops, no, that's the wrong note. Oh, I'm already screwing it up. I'm definitely going to have to learn how to play this. But this is going to be fun. So this is my new toy that I'm going to learn how to play. Maybe I'll do a concert one night. So that's my new toy, and that's something new I'm going to learn. And yeah, I know some songs on the piano that I can play quite happily with the right hand. So I wonder how they'll translate across to being able to play it with this. So that'll be fun. Yeah. I kind of want to go play, so I have to get through the rest of this, then I can go play. Maybe I won't even watch a movie tonight. I'll just play. What was my news? Oh yes, so hot off the press news. I got the email just before, like about half an hour ago, and the email was from Air New Zealand, and this is awesome for any of you on the East Coast. This is huge news. October 29th, 2020. So you got a whole year to wait. Air New Zealand will be doing direct flights from Auckland to Newark in New York. So Auckland to Newark, direct flights. It's like 15 hours from Auckland to Newark and 17 hours from Newark down to, I think that's what it was, to Auckland. Non-stop flights. This is huge, because I know there's people on the East Coast, and one of their biggest complaints about flying to New Zealand is that they used to have to fly from the East Coast to either San Francisco or LA and fly from there, and most people hated going through LA. No, you don't have to. And then they opened up the Houston route, so those of you that wanted to go direct, who are near Texas and all that, could fly out of Houston. And then earlier this year, was it late last year, they opened up Chicago. So now for flying into the States, you can fly from Auckland direct to Honolulu, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Houston, Chicago, and as of the 29th of October next year, New York. Isn't that awesome? Oh my gosh, I am super excited. But on the downside, they are no longer doing the LA to London leg, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that. They say that there's so much competition that flying across the Atlantic is the hottest, the most contested routes in the world, is that Atlantic to Europe thing across the Atlantic. So flying from America, North America across to Europe, that is the most hotly contested flying routes. So they don't have the market to support it with the European airlines and the North American airlines. Oh, I forgot one other in North America was Vancouver. You can fly direct from Vancouver to Auckland as well. So for those of you up in Seattle, you can go out of Vancouver. So they decided to get rid of that leg, and instead they're putting in the Auckland to New York one. So that is like super, super exciting. Oh, so it's been a really good day. I've had a power outage that I didn't realize was on, but it didn't last long. It only lasted, after I called them, I think it was about 10, 15 minutes later, the power was back on after I called the front office. And it wasn't their fault, because she actually had one of the office girls run over to the business that's next door, and they were out of power as well. So she got on the power company. And she said it wasn't even 3 minutes before people were calling, going, we've got no power. As for me, I'm like flipping breaker switches in the RV. They're not working. I realize my little panel's out. I go out to my little power box where I'm plugged in, and flipping switches there, and they're not working. Then I come in and call. But then, of course, I was working for about 10 to 15 minutes before I realized there was even a problem. So in all, it was probably out about half an hour or so. So yeah, so it's been a busy day with that dissecting novels. I gotta try that again. Let's see if I can get this again. Let's see. Oh, I screwed up again. Oh well, I'll have to go practice that one. But anyway, and then of course you've now got the hot off the press news with Air New Zealand flying direct from Auckland to New York non-stop starting October 29th, 2020. And tickets apparently go on sale sometime in November of this year. So that is like huge news. If you want to see more travel deals and stuff too, there were a couple more that were posted today. I did an Alaska cruise that has Denali National Park and Anchorage included onto that. And I did a trip for Sydney and Cairns today. So it just includes the flights and the hotels and stuff. And then from there, we can book you on whatever tours and stuff you want to do in Sydney and in Cairns. And Cairns is gateway to Great Barrier Reef. So those got posted into the crazy travel deals today. And I'm going to go post this news about Air New Zealand into there now. So that's it from me. So tomorrow we'll be coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it because I have such a huge week planned in Tucson that I am seriously considering, since I don't have anything booked beyond Thursday next week, seriously considering staying in Tucson for an extra few days just to get everything done in the area that I want to get done, because I don't know if I'm going to get it all done, and I want to have at least a day off before I have to start driving the RV again, because I'm going to figure out which one, if I'm going to go home the 8 or if I'm going to come back up through Phoenix and out across the 10, back the way, basically, or kind of back the way I came in. So still deciding on that. So that's the other news, is I may or may not be heading back to California Thursday next week. I may be staying in Tucson a few more days and then heading back to California. I know I have to be back by I have a function to go to on the 14th of November. So as long as I'm back and settled and got the car out of storage by then, all will be good. Okay, well, have a super fantastic sparkling evening. I'm off to figure this out and I'm going to go put my little stickers across here so I know which keys are which and not. That is so cool. I love this. This is going to be so much fun to learn. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow from Tucson, Arizona. Until then, hei konera.